Hello, my lovelies. Well, today is Saturday, the 17th of August, 2024, and I wanted to share with you an exercise about boundaries. Oh, emergency services going by, that's interesting, a confirmation. There's been so much in both the mainstream media and alternative media in the last few days, scaremongering, stirring up fears and worries for the people, for the populace, especially the older people, about laws being imposed upon us by the government, what we may do, what we may not do, what's being taken away from us, the latest thing being allegedly bus passes, winter fuel allowances, etc., etc. So a lot of people have been buying into this narrative, stirring up their inner anguish and fears. And that is what the bad guys feed on, the loosh of our fear, anxiety. And that's what helps them to, apparently, allegedly, stay in control and tell us what to do and behave ourselves. So I have a little exercise that I'd like to share with you, which you can do. It's very, very, very easy, very simple. I've done it many times in my life, and it works. It's a very simple way of erecting energetic boundaries around you. You don't have to tell the other person or persons. It's a personal thing for you to be able to do this, but once you've done it, you watch this space and see what happens. And I think because there are there's so much misinformation and disinformation going around that we tend to give our power away in believing what is being told to us. So my purpose in doing these videos for you is to help you to take your power back, not to give it away to anyone for any reason whatsoever, even if you are persuaded by fear tactics that this is what you must do. So one little example of boundaries that I've experienced recently, and it may sound finicky, however, this situation escalated, in my view anyway, and I had to put a stop to it. So I join a queue of people most Saturdays in the morning, and we chat. We're not friends, we're just acquaintances. Not always the same people show up, but we have about half an hour waiting around, and while we wait, we chat with each other. Now, this one little person showed up, and she's tiny little lady. She's 95 years old, and to all intents and purposes, she's a dear, sweet little old lady, wouldn't harm a fly. However, she had this awful habit for me that when she spoke to me, she poked me. She poked me and poked me and poked me when she was talking to me with this horrible little, like, witchy finger, old crone. And to begin with, I was chumming with her and just thought, oh yes, she is this sweet little old lady. But oh, no, she isn't. She's not a sweet little old lady at all. I think she's an evil old bat. And she manipulates people, and she uses her petite size to get what she wants. And she's a bully. So the next time I met up with her and these other ladies, and she started chatting with me and started poking again, I said to her, Margaret, would you please stop poking me? And her response was, which was really intrusive, very rude, disrespectful. And I thought, oh, that just shows what sort of nasty person you are. So she stopped doing it. And one of the other ladies had a similar habit, but not quite so bad. She'd tap when she was talking to you and she just tapped you and said, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, no, I'm not having that either. I said, oh, no, you don't like being touched, do you? I said, no, I don't. You like your personal space, don't you? I said, yes, I do. Boundaries are very important. And if we don't state this to those around us who are invading our space, we let it go on. Just because that person is presenting themselves as a sweet little old soul who wouldn't hurt a fly. But underneath that is them trying to control you, them stepping into your space, interfering with your sense of self and your power. And if we allow these things to carry on, we are giving away our power. And they're feeding off it. So with these bad guys, mentioning no names, but those who are imposing all of these changes and taking things from us, government-wise, if we concur with that, then we are giving away our power. They think, oh, then yes, that's all right, you're in charge, we'll just kowtow and we'll do what you say. And there are an awful lot of people say, well, no, I will not give you my power, I will not allow you to take from me what is my birthright, and you and your cronies can go take a run and jump. So this exercise is about boundaries. It is to harm none. So it's not taking up arms or anything else like that. It's not using any language that is hateful or harmful in any shape or form. It is just you stating your boundaries, drawing your boundaries, which is also a very powerful thing to do. So when we write things down, when we draw things, and we set an intention that this is my space, this is my boundary, this is my energy, and nothing may cross that boundary without my invitation or me allowing you in. That's a very different thing. So I will show you the little exercise. As I say, try it for yourself. It's very easy to do. Even you can do it with your children as well. And once you've done it, put it in a prominent place so that you can see it every day. You can add to it. You can do more than one. I used one, a good few years ago when my father passed away. We had to try and put the house on the market and try and sell it. And there were pressures from many different sides, shall we say, for me to take on the burden of this selling of the house and distributing everything once that was done. And I was getting very rattled about it, and so I thought, oh, what can I do that doesn't harm anybody, that stops me from losing my rag, stops me from giving my power away and feeling powerless. And so I drew the Armadillo boundaries on a sheet of paper, and I put everything inside of it that I wanted to have manifest, and everything that I didn't want to have interfere in my life, I wrote by invitation only. And once I'd done that and I put it in a prominent place, we sold the house within 3 weeks. So this is to help you, my lovelies, if you are feeling powerless, that you can do nothing about life and the situations that have been presented to us at present, that we just have to kowtow and do what we are told. Not at all, not at all. You are a sovereign divine being of golden white light. And once you state that and set an intention for what it is you will allow and what you won't allow, you can make incredible things happen. So watch the next little bit, because that's the exercise for you.